Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider. Recent game attendance shows Gamecock fans are more excited than ever for the women's NCAA tournament. Plus, how students feel about the growing misconceptions on birth control thanks to social media.
Women that want to go on birth control might look at that and be like, oh, that's going to happen to me.
But first, Russell House may get demolished in the near future and be replaced with a new building that meets student needs. Carolina Insider starts now.
Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Damian Bertrand. Our top story today, the USC Student Union may be getting a makeover. Our Destini Austin has details on the Russell House renovations.
Located on Green Street is the University of South Carolina Student Union Russell House. The Student Union was built and completed in 1951. Since then, it has seen three major additions: the food court in 1958, the West Wing in 1967, and the ballroom and lounges in 1976.
Russell House has not added a significant square footage increase in this entire building since 1981.
A proposal was brought to the Board of Trustees to demolish the Russell House and build a new one. The proposal was introduced to accommodate the growing amount of students.
We just are not meeting the needs of the Gamecock community and haven't been meeting those needs in quite some time.
Where I'm standing could be a construction site in the next year if the proposal is approved. It'll take 3 years for the project to be completed. It'll start in the summer of 2025 and complete in the summer of 2028.
If the plan moves forward, incoming students will not have a student union.
You can't deprive a certain amount of students of their student union experience.
Some students think that campus has bigger issues and this shouldn't be a priority.
There's so many more needs on campus that need to be addressed before a union.
Students went to college social media app Yik Yak on this issue. One user criticized the idea, saying they decided to rebuild Russell when quite literally nobody has complained about Russell. The new student union is estimated to cost around $240 million.
I believe a lot of the money should also go towards keeping underfunded academic programs alive.
Anyone can go to sc.edu and submit their opinions on the Russell House expansion. For Carolina Insider, I'm Destini Austin.
Change isn't just coming to campus. The City of Columbia is updating its master plan to improve on life in the Soda City. It's the first revision in nearly 25 years. And city leaders want your input. You can scan the QR code on your screen to see a list of upcoming community meetings. The plan is to preserve historic sites, improve public policies and investments, and create new public spaces. The topic of birth control is back in the news this week. Last week, we talked about birth control becoming more accessible. This week's buzz is all about what's happening online, and Taylor Cooper is here to explain. Taylor?
Thanks, Damian. While this pill packet may be small, it is a big topic on social media these days. Viral videos are said to be spreading misleading information about birth control.
I don't want anyone to
Videos
call
like
me on the
these on
phone.
TikTok include women blaming the pills for weight gain, mood swings, and an overall decrease of their well-being. According to the Washington Post, physicians say they're seeing more young women avoid the pill because of it. They also say that while these can be problems, more people are falling for the misconceptions fueled by influencers. I asked women on our campus if they've come across videos like these.
I feel like sometimes we get skewed information on social media.
I gotta say, I don't see a lot about birth control on social media. In the way that women share their personal experiences, and like maybe women that want to go on birth control might look at that and be like, oh, that's gonna happen to me.
Like, I don't even know if social media really does inform women at all.
According to that story in the Post, TikTok has removed 5 videos connecting birth control to mental health issues. Back to you, Damian.
Thanks, Taylor. There's double trouble for the USC basketball teams. Men's top player Michi Johnson announced that he's entering the transfer portal, which will likely end his time here as a leading scorer. If you haven't heard, women's basketball freshman Sanaya Jha has also entered the portal after being suspended in February. And while we're talking about basketball, fans of the women's team are clearly a dedicated group. According to the state newspaper, attendance surged nearly 40% in last weekend's game against UNC, compared to last year's NCAA tournament. Now, it's on to Albany for the Sweet 16, where they'll play Indiana this Friday. Tip-off is at 5 o'clock. If you can't go in person, you can watch on ABC. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.